Alright, welcome back, guys. Today we're going to do Port Tortuga campaign mode on a veteran. Let's go. Hi there. Another fine morning at the beach, huh? Like yesterday and the day before. Anything to report? Nope. We're lucky to be assigned to the island guard. I love the foreshadowing going on here. So, starting right off, we have an almost maxed out Buccaneer Tower, just another unique tower for this game. I put everything except for, I think, the third level of the attack speed, which we immediately got there. You build a barracks, have your Aleric stand right in that little choke point you created next to the little bridge, and you can plop your reinforcements and things. We're also going to upgrade the other one. See, I'm putting points into that, starting with the parrots. They drop the little bombs. And that annoying raft that shoots cannons at your cannonballs at your guys, it will kill your guys. It will do a lot of damage. So just you can micro back and forth when it happens. The idea is we're going to be maxing out that Buccaneer Tower so it can destroy the rafts, and it shouldn't give us too much trouble. So keep plopping your reinforcements down. We can hold this area with minimal towers for a while. We're already on wave 3. I put a mage tower. It's going to be important later on. And this barracks tower, of course, is also going to be an assassin's guild. Well, you can see another raft, and check how fast this raft dies. Obviously, this game is sped up. The recording is sped up, but the Buccaneer Tower will essentially kill the raft with a little bit of help from the mage tower. So it should be level 3 by wave 4. Now we're going to wave 5, building up another mage tower. You can see we get guys coming in the middle now, so they will eventually try to push their way to the choke point if you're not careful. I think the key to this game is probably the Assassin's Tower. Obviously, I like the Buccaneer Towers, of course those are fun, but the Assassin's Guild is probably the most useful tower here. Namely, for those blue or the black guilds, not summoner guys, but the spell guys that can disable towers, aka the most annoying enemy in the entire game. Seriously, those things are just, they're so frustrating. Not necessarily because they're super hard, just because of the way that the developers made them. They're so tanky, they can become invulnerable, they disable your towers. They're just a pain in the butt. But Assassin's Guild, pretty good against them because they can stall them out for a very long time thanks to their dodge ability. So level 4, now Archer Tower there, and Mage Tower. We're going to be putting points into that critical mass. That's also going to be a really crucial upgrade here. We have plenty of guys that have good armor, but not very good magic resist. In fact, besides the wolves, I don't really think there are any guys here that really have good magic resist. So magic towers are going to be quite useful. But we also want archer towers because of all of the little blue go guys that have the nets. They die very quickly to archer towers. Same thing with the archers that pop out. So if you're kind of do a setup similar to this, you should have a good time. Notice over on the right hand side next to our choke point, we have a pirate barracks with a very similar enemies or hirees that you've seen before. You can hire the anchor pirates or the buccaneers with the swords. Anchors are going to be better, but buccaneers are cheap, and they also give you a slight bit of cash because they can steal from enemies. But generally, I would say when you can, get the anchors because they can do a lot more damage and take a lot more punishment. But we do need to keep in mind that we have to build a little choke point over there. So I already have level 2 mage tower and a barracks. Thinking late game here because we're going to eventually get an Assassin's Guild and a Necromancer Tower over there. Meanwhile, have your Aleric stand right in the center where those guys come, because you'll be able to hit all the enemies, the ones coming across the bridge and the ones coming across the river. Pay attention though to that right hand side because those guys with the nets will come, and we built a barracks in addition to the pirates because we just want as maximum stalling as we can. I found that just doing the pirates wasn't enough. I was still getting Zerg down, and even right now, we're still getting Zerg down, so we have to drop Arena Fire. So you'll want to upgrade your barracks tower. It's probably sooner rather than later. And get the upgrades. You can see we're getting tornadoes as well. I wouldn't max out your tornadoes. 1 or 2 points is fine. But you're going to want tornadoes against the caster guys. You can see one is popping out right there on the left-hand side. I would plop your reinforcements on him, try to stall him out as much as you can. Idea was to have the wizard tower build up 3 critical mass shots and plop them on the spell guy when he came in range. Unfortunately, he's more focused on the bottom there, but yeah, that was the idea. Those wolves are kind of distracting. We're moving Aleric over, and you can see that tornado, though, very good. Buying us plenty of breathing room. Aleric should be good against this thing as well, but notice when they turn into that little shell and they start traveling across the map, they cannot take any damage. It's like, why? I can't drop Arena Fire on them. I can't do anything to them. They just have to watch them slowly move across the map. It's just really frustrating. Anyway, great Arena Fire there. Killed off a lot of those spear chuckers. Very dangerous enemy. A lot of armor. Over on the left-hand side, or right-hand side, we have a lot of stalling with the Necromancer Tower, the barracks, and the pirates. Just tons and tons of stalling. It's going to be important, too, because Aleric can't always be over there. So you want maximum amount of stalling. Let the Mage Tower, or Necromancer Tower, do its work. See the caster guys now just making their way slowly over to that right-hand side. Fortunately, most of them, I don't think any of them here actually go down that center lane, so they do have to run over to your right-hand side, which is where a lot of the choke is. But with that being said, if you let them get too deep into your lines, they'll disable like all your towers on their way there, and it can let the other enemies slip by. So it can be a bit annoying. Maximum stalling power is going to be needed. We're already on wave 14 though, so we only have one more wave after this. I would not call the wave in early here. Just let these guys die. Do as much damage as you can. You don't want to call the wave in too early and have those casters up because they will cause all kinds of problems on that 15th wave. So these guys are almost dead before we call that in. Anyway, final wave here. Guys coming down the center, both hand sides. I feel like that Buccaneer Tower is quite good. I don't know if you noticed earlier, but they actually stunned one of those caster things in the water and was doing quite a bit of damage to it before it actually got onto land. Super nice. There's another one coming. Hopefully it gets another stun off. But, a little chip. Oh yeah, it did get a stun. Very nice. So, if you have assassin skills, notice we have 3 of them. 2 guarding the center water area. 1 guarding the right-hand side along with the pirates. 3 anchor pirates. 3, assassin skilled. Fully maxed out on the counterattack. And we are slowly, really slowly, getting rid of these casters there, but they're almost dead. 2 of them left, going invulnerable, of course. Everyone's just going to dogpile on these guys once they pop out of their shells. And ever so slowly chiseling them down. Of course, with your spell tower disabled, it does take longer, and they have such high armor, but they're eventually going down. They're not getting away. We should almost have them here. Just dropping more reinforcements. And there we go. Pretty easy. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have a good one.